There we go. My webcam looks a little weird though. Let me see. Let me squint at it real hard. Oh, it's probably because I don't have it set on here. I think that's just on my end. Well, whichever. Everything looks good. Good morning, Internet. Now that I've got everything set up, I've got a little peace and quiet. So I think I'm gonna do a little stream with you guys. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil any of the MSQ because I've already completed it. Instead, I want to mess around with the trust system a little bit. Gunbreaker, Red Mage, looks good. I couldn't tell if that was how much it cost to do it, because if it does, that's rough. Have to spend money for a group? What's up, Madani? But yeah, this should hopefully contain no spoilers. Let me know if the game's too loud, though. But since this is a group of NPCs, I still have to lead them, even as the DPS, which kind of makes me nervous. I had to do it as a healer too, though, so... That was really unnerving. So this is the first dungeon, Holminster Switch. It's a nice, pleasant jaunt into the woods. Okay, excellent. It's really loud for me, but it's hard for me to tell because, you know, I'm deaf in one ear. I'm still leveling Dancer. I have a level 80 Red Mage, though. That's my main you can't hear the in-game? Oh, 1 second. Audio. Okay, that should fix it. What's up, Mike? This is my only time where I have peace and quiet. So yeah, I decided to go on a little early. Let me know if you can hear it now. Because you should be hearing a lot of noise now. Yeah. One of the new systems in 14 in Shadowbringers is the trust system, where some of the major NPCs can tag along with you and do dungeons with you. Which I really think is neat, especially for DPS. Yeah, I can't help you there, buddy. I don't know how I feel about trusting my healing to an NPC, but it's still marginally better than trusting it to another player that isn't me. But I wanted to hop on and stream for a little bit while I can. And since work is a little slow right now. Yes, the minimum 71. Right now, it's only for dungeons and Shadowbringers. I do not know if they're going to bring it to earlier parts of the game, but I do hope so. Dancer's a lot of fun, though. Their damage isn't as high as, say, Black Mage, Yeah, that's not so bad. Certain other outlets have said Gunbreaker has the highest damage in the game. They're wrong. They're very wrong. Gunbreaker is apparently very good, though. Our editor-in-chief, Jamie, has gone on the record saying it's her favorite tank in the game, which is high praise coming from a tank main. They were talking about something called New Game Plus, though, so I hope that's a part of that trust system. Something for the earlier parts of the game. I don't rightly know. But, Dancer is a very combo-based class. You have standard step. When you activate it, you do basically like a little mini DDR thing where you hit the right colored abilities. For this case, it's red and green. And then you activate it again to do a lot of burst damage. And using your main ability, Cascade or Windmill, has a chance to activate other abilities. Oh man, once you're in Shadowbringers, you'll love it, Mike. Oh, I bet. The long and the short of Dancers, it's basically DDR light. You want to keep hitting your triggered abilities until you get Fan Dance or Fan Dance 2. And then if Fan Dance 3 pops, you want to activate that also. Fan Dance 2 is AoE. Fan Dance 1 is single target. Oh, I should also activate this. They also have a dance partner they can select. And when they use certain abilities, that dance partner also gets them. It's their Curing Waltz, Shield Samba, and their big one, Devilment, which adds crit chance. Ah, you'll get there, Mike. 4, 3, pop. Now, the only thing I don't like about the NPCs, at least from the outset, their damage is kind of rubbish. But they do level up, I believe, and they do get stronger, so at some point they'll probably stop being awful. But for now, yeah, they're pretty terrible. But for DPS classes in particular, it's a great option. No sword dance, they use chakrams. They use a very Secret of Mana style weapon. I'm really loving White Mage. The White Mage changes feel good. They're a very AoE heavy heal class right now, and I like that. I'm probably not going to be able to do the next dungeon, though, which is unfortunate. I might do this one again, or I might see what the duty queues are like. So this will be probably a fairly short stream, so I apologize in advance. But I did miss hanging out with you guys, so I figured that's what I would do today. For those of you who do not know, what's up, Daniel? Which is all of you. My cousin and her sons, my nephews, are staying for probably about a week. So there's no peace. They're good kids, though. A little obsessed with Minecraft, but no one's perfect. So while they're all off at the beach hanging out, I'm here hanging out with you guys. Okay, there's one thing I do see that I like. It looks like the NPCs do not run out of mana. Man, I wish I could say that as a healer. I don't think Dancer is the strongest DPS class, but I do feel like the finish, their step burst, will get lower. I tried to, see, I can't show them the one that's coming out, Builders 2. Well, I do have Builders 1. I don't think they'd enjoy it, because it's still too much of an RPG. Oh man, I messed up my finish. This is the first boss of the first dungeon, Forgiven Dissonance. Now to remember what they do. It's so weird coming in here as a DPS instead of a healer. There's a lot of avoidance in this fight. And Techno Stab. 3, 2, 1, 4, pop. I really enjoyed Dancer so far. It definitely feels different compared to the other DPS classes. Whew! They're also very mobile, as they should be, because, you know, Dancer. Whew! Too far. Oh, that would be cool. I'd be down with that. That would look good in HD. They do have really cool gear so far. I don't have their level 80 set yet, though. I think it's almost time for phase 2. Oh, crap. Oh, we had enough time. I forgot that's sort of a long charge. Yes, this is, I believe, Shadowbringers only. I believe to unlock it, you need to be level 60 and have completed the MSQ for the last expansion. They do start at level 60, though. Okay, this isn't the boss where I had to do what I thought I had to. I got them mixed up. I did die to this boss the first time I did it, because I did do it in Trust before I did it with a real party. I wanted to try out the system. No, I was thinking of Stormblood. Because it was ARR, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers. Heaven's Ward is good, though. I liked Heaven's Ward, but I didn't like it as much as Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers is the best story in the game so far. Whew. Now, you do get less gear in the Trust system. Less potential gear. Alright. First boss down. And casting gear. I hope so too. That would really make the new player experience a lot better. I highly recommend it, Amar. It's amazing. I hope I said that right. Apologies if I did not. It's got an incredible free trial. Up to level 35 with any of the job classes. And it's a lot of fun. I think I'm just going to single target. But I need to target the right monster. But yes, 14 comes fairly highly recommended from the MMOHuts office. And even just me. You know, for what that's worth. I think the only person in the office who doesn't actively play is probably Colton. Terrace used to. Jamie and Terry, god damn it. Andy. Why did I say Terry? Andy both actively play. They're both in the process of doing our review of Shadowbringers as we speak. Personally, I recommend getting it through the MOG station and not on Steam. If you buy any of it on Steam, you have to buy all of it on Steam. And I believe the subscription is cheaper if you just get one character on the MOG station. I think it's only by a couple bucks, but a couple bucks is a couple bucks. But it's a beautiful game. It's a lot of fun. The story is well told. There's just so much stuff to do in this game. I've been playing since 1.0 and I haven't done everything yet. I don't play nearly as hardcore as I used to. But I do try to log on at least once or twice a day, every other day. And just level something or do a few quests. Hang out with my friends in game. And we've also written a fair amount of content on 14 over on MMOHuts.com. And by we, I mostly mean me. I think I wrote most of it. Except for the last review or two, the last expansion and this expansion Jamie's doing the review for. I bid for it, but Jamie put the hammer down, so I have no choice but to acquiesce. It does have a monthly subscription, but if you opt to only have one character per server, it's 12 bucks, 13 bucks instead of the 15. But you don't need more than one character a server, because you can play all the character classes on one character. Here, I'll show you. See, all these character classes and jobs I have unlocked on one character. So you don't need to make 6, 7, 8 characters. You could just do it all. The only limit is how much inventory space you have. I have considered spending the extra $1 or $2 to get another retainer for more inventory space. But yeah, if you've got any questions about the game, do feel free to ask them. Yeah, I don't blame you, Mike. I do have multiple characters, I think, but I never use them. I have 2 characters on this server, but I don't ever use the other one. I'm probably gonna delete it. And also, you can play with people on other parts of your data center, which is basically like a cluster of servers. Yeah, retainers also help for inventory space. If your friends are on the same data center but different servers, you can do content together. And yes, your Chocobo also has a saddlebag. That's where I keep all my dyes for my glamours. I don't know if I could show it in here. No, I don't think I can. 4, 1, bop. There's lots of different ways to level. There are randomized dungeons with Palace of the Dead and Heavens on High. You can, at 71 and up, you have the Trust system. There are Fates. If you played Guild Wars 2, okay. Good stuff, Mike. There are Fates, which if you played Guild Wars 2, you'll be familiar with the big open world quests that everyone can take part in. Missions, I guess you would call them. Those are in every area of the game. No problem, it's what I'm here for. It is literally in my job description. Alright, we're at the second boss. I think this is the one where I had to like rotate like a ninny and I died a bunch of times. Oh yeah, the crafting classes, crafting is separate classes, which I think is fantastic. I bet. I can't talk about what these are, though, because it's kind of spoilery. Which is why I have it set to auto-skip cutscenes, so you won't see any of the stuff that I already saw. Oh, I didn't mean to pop that now. Wrong one! Well. Just have to do it, I guess. Oh, shit. I want to say we need to stay away from each other during that, so we don't take extra damage. He sure did. That is Thancred, our guardian, the Gunbreaker. He's probably one of the cooler NPCs, IMO. Sorry if I get a little quiet. Maybe? I'm sure someone has. Boy, that's the League player, right? The League Pro player? I don't keep up with League anymore. I haven't in a long time. Boop. I like to think my beard is better kempt, though. Maybe a little. Oh, that hit really hard. We're at phase 2. I could only assume that's a compliment, though. Scold's Myrtle. Alright, we're doing just fine this time. I almost wish I had a DPS meter. Almost. No, don't stand on top of that, you ninny! You absolute fucking dummy. Oh, well, thank you. I just neatened it up the other day. It was getting to be that time. One, two, bop. Does Voyboy even still play? Yes, the NPCs have fixed classes. So, like, Alpha Nod will always heal, Thancred will always tank. Oh wait, this kind of does have sort of spoilers with the NPCs, but, well... Try not to think about it. More gear I can't use. Well, at least when I start leveling Summoner, I'll have gear for it. We're almost done with this dungeon. We're doing pretty good. And dart out of danger. You gain access to this at 71 in the Shadowbringers MSQ. Basically when you get the first dungeon for the expansion. Yeah, I don't really follow League anymore. I do follow Smite, though. That's another reason I went on early, because I kind of want to watch the MSI Invitational over on Mixer. This is a good system, I think, primarily for DPS Dark Blaze. Since you don't have to wait in line forever. You could just rally up a group of NPCs to do battle. As a healer main, I don't do this as much. I can just hit a button and go do a dungeon. But if you have bad wait times to do like MSQ dungeons and stuff, you could just, round up the posse, make it happen. Oh, what are you leveling? Level 56 what? Out of curiosity. I mostly heal, but I do dabble. Three, four, boop. Oh, they're fighting the little one. Forgiven Clamor. So each time I hit 2, 3, or 4 while it's procced, I have a chance, I think it's a 50% chance, to activate my fan dance abilities. So I kind of want to have as many of them up as possible, so I can, in theory, 2, 5, 3, 5, and then like 4, 5. I'm not that lucky, but that's, in a perfect world, that's probably how it would go down. I will say, though, I love Dancer. it's more mobile and more enjoyable than some of the other DPS classes I've played, like Black Mage, Samurai. I've had a hard time getting into Black Mage, just because their cast times just take forever. But I know they do top of the DPS charts. Okay, a couple more pulls, then we're at the final boss. We're getting there. But I am glad you guys came to hang out with me today here in MMOHuts. I haven't streamed it a little while, but I'm trying to get, back into the habit of it. I need to find the time in the mornings. On busier mornings, it's much harder to stream, because I've got so much news to post. And no matter how much I may enjoy streaming, news comes first. I also like Dancer because they are a nice blend of AoE and single target. No matter what situation comes up, they are ready. They've got that cool dodge ability, which you can stack 2 charges of. But you can accidentally end the dash early, which has caused me a death or 2. I am ashamed to admit. I do like the design of these spoiler named enemies. Whoop, don't want to stand in that. I'm doing my absolute best to avoid any spoilers, because I want to say the full launch of the game just happened yesterday. And though I've had early access for a while now, I'm not a fan of spoiling things for people, unless they ask for it. And even then, I tend not to do it in a public setting, because not everyone may agree. I'm almost out of water. I should have brought 2 in here. Amazingly, though, it's not super wonderful. Not much on the news front yet that I haven't already covered. Okay, I think it's one more pull than the final boss. Then maybe I'll do a fade or 2, see if I can't queue up for something else. Keep running, peasants! We are here to save the day. Okay, there is no more pulls. It's just the final boss. Oh no, a cutscene! Oh wait, I have them cancelled. NVidia. 4, 3, 2, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and burst. 4, 2. So I might get another shot at it by the time the fight's over. This was the fight that killed me a couple of times as a healer. It seems like the NPCs more or less have a perfect grasp of mechanics, though, which is honestly great. Their DPS is weaker compared to compared to normal players, but I'm sure that will change as I level them. This is where I started dying, so I gotta pay attention. When in doubt, follow the NPCs. Ugh! See what happens when you're not paying attention? Luckily, I'm not the healer, so it's not a wipe. And now we group. We're about to start having to do the rotation around him. Whew! Didn't get blasted. Okay, I got hit on the return trip, though. This is where you gotta rotate quickly so you don't die. And as a healer, I don't have to stress about this part. As a healer, this part made me very nervous. Because sometimes people aren't where they're supposed to be and they need a heal at the last second. Okay. Oh, damn it. Wrong button. No, Dancer's DPS. I did this the first time during the expansion as a healer, as a white mage. When I was doing my first run through the main story, that is. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. But no, this expansion did not bring a new healer. Only a new tank and a ranged physical DPS. But honestly, the game was sorely in need of another ranged physical. The only one I think in the game was, at the time, Bard. Group up! Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of the English dub. I think it's okay, but the Japanese dub for this game is just the best. Makes me feel like I'm playing an anime. I'm taking part in an anime, I should say. Alright, this should be hopefully the last phase of combat. From what I understand, they got some pretty big names to take part. We got this. First try, easy. Dash around to avoid the big hit. Excellent. Oh, hey, I did get something new for me. 2 things. Excellent. Good job, squad. We really pulled through at the end. Whew. Let's see. Okay, that's just a thank you. I'll get back to them afterwards. Head to Norvant. Fort Job. Fort Job. Fort Jobber. I'll look at that later. Oh, what's up, Mib? There definitely is. It does feel that way to me, too. But if you think, for even a minute, there's a better track in this game than Oblivion, you're wrong. And I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Though there's a couple of musical tracks this game that I absolutely love. Ooh. See if I can get there in time. How have you been enjoying Shadowbringers, Meb? Once you've completed an area, you can fly in it if you've taken the time to get all the ethereal points. It's very easy to do, though. I like Oblivion. I like Brute Justice. I like all the Alexander songs, though. The Striking Trees music is good. All the music for Shadowbringers has been amazing. All of it. Oh, damn, I went too far. Oh, nice. How far in are you? I've been doing my best to avoid any spoilers in this stream. If I could ask for anything in this game, it would be... I would love to be able to use abilities to dismount. That would be the one big thing I would ask for. Got him. There's no one here right now. Oh, wait, there are people here now, though. I do have the regalia. I got it at the absolute last minute. Thanks in part to Maz for helping me figure out how to grind efficiently. Here it is. Okay, I know exactly where you're at. Okay, we'll go to a Beast Among Men. Gotcha. I haven't been talking about it with anyone I know that hasn't already, completed the MSQ. One of my close friends and one of the bottom tier stream regulars, he did get through it before me, but I had a lot of other work to do. So I figured I'd just do some of these fates on the stream and hang out a little while. As someone who also went White Mage, the first trial is not too bad. It's only bad if the tank points the boss at your group, because then you will die. It's not too bad. I mean, I've been a White Mage main since A Realm Reborn, so in 1.0 I was a Black Mage. And I said, wait a minute. I could just heal. That's what I'm good at. Have you messed with the trial system yet? But everyone I've talked to has had a really positive experience in Shadowbringers. And honestly, that makes me pretty happy. Because I've enjoyed it, and I want more people to play a good MMO. If you're going to spend money on an MMO, why not spend one on a game that's good? Oh, shit, I bet. Oh, man, now I feel bad. Look at my Archer. 4. I don't even have a good reason why I haven't leveled Archer. I just haven't. I do want to level up Bard, especially now that they can make music. White Mage is pretty forgiving. It's got good numbers. And it's got seriously strong AoE. Hopefully everyone's going over to Crystarium Botanist. It looks like fun. I just haven't played it. What's up, Karash? It's all good. Just playing a little more Final Fantasy. I haven't. I've only used the trust system twice. As a healer main, I don't really need it. But I'm going to. Is it really that rough? Okay, I want to see where everyone else go. Huh. I'll wait and see if anyone shows up. I might try trusts in another area. Oh, nice. I need to... I think I have enough gear on my White Mage for EX trials. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, man. Oh, it's not too bad. Well, it's not too bad if you've got nothing else going on. Right now, no, it's duty. I need to trust. Mine are still 71. Okay. Oh, so man, I would probably go crazy just doing the first dungeon over and over. Hopefully they'll change that. Let's see if there's anything else going on over here. Yeah. At least for me. Oh, wow, really? Well, White Mage can DPS. We got numbers. Yeah, that's one thing I do like about it, too. I just appreciate that DPS now have an option to not have to wait. And it's my hope that they expand it and bring it to the previous content. I will say that, God bless, this world is gorgeous. This has been a wonderful expansion. What have you been playing, Karash? I didn't want to stream this until I beat the MSQ, so I didn't accidentally show any of the story. Oh, hell yeah, I am. I can't wait. Well, they weren't... Hidden Fates aren't technically new because of Odin. Oh, are there new Hidden Fates? Oh, nice. I need to get back to leveling my Dragoon one day. That's another one's on my one day I'm gonna level them list. It really is. So what I do when I stream it, I tend to like do more casual stuff. Roulettes, leveling characters, stuff like that. Oh, nice. I'll have to look those up. Whew! Don't let me die. Oh, nice. I still haven't beat Odin. I came real close this week. Maybe I just have to idle in South Shroud. Once my workday slows down a little more, I might queue up for some roulettes on DPS and then be sad about how long it takes. Oh, nice. Congrats. I think my gear is still in the 430 range. I need to get back on that grind for my gear. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're back. During A Realm Reborn, I took a really long break because I was kind of burnt out. And a lot of my friends had left the server and didn't say anything. Oh, Void Arc was awesome. Oh, their name is Tank Hill. I love it. And so when I went to do my review for Heaven's Ward, I had to do all the MSQ that I missed out on post-launch. I basically stayed up for 48 hours, almost non-stop, just playing Final Fantasy XIV to get ready for the review. I was so tired. It was worth it, though. Oh, hell yeah, you got tons of stuff you can do now. There is never a shortage of content in Final Fantasy XIV. Damn, this is hard with such a small group of people. Looks like more people have finally showed up, though. Crap! Time to back off. Let someone else tank. We are still working on our review of 14. Well, my boss and her husband are. But I have to say, best story in the MMO so far. I was not ready to be punched in the gut so many times. But here we are. I believe it's in the same franchise, yes. Hey, I posted that video. Neat. Alright. I think on that note, it's probably time for me to hit the road. Well, one more fate. It just spawned right on top of me. If they do it, I'll do one more fate. 4, 3, 2, 1. But yeah, it's in the same franchise, I believe. Because Kingdom Under Fire 2 originally came out, and I want to say like Korea, in 2008, and now we're finally getting it. I bet it's now that there are games like it that are dropping in that genre. They want to try and make some money out west. Oh, that sucks, Matt. Well, hopefully you can get back into it soon, or more. I've just been loving it. If you guys are on Sargatatis or on the data cluster, feel free to hit up Goki Mizuno if I'm on. I'm always up to heal something. Or to DPS and mooch some XP. I will make them my dance partner. Oh, I can't. Ah, well. That's weird. Oh, cool. I used to play on Gilgamesh. I bet I still have an alt there. I think it's Aether? Let me see. Yeah, I'm on Aether. Mateus. Wasn't that one of the big bads in 12? And also, I think one of the Zodiac demons in Tactics? Okay, gotcha. I transferred servers when it was free to play with one of my friends over on this side of the world. Some of these bigger fates are kind of on the slow side, but that's the way, just the way it is. Oof. Crystal. I know a few people in the Crystal Data Center, though. That's one of the things I've always sort of hated about MMOs. Is just, like, servers and data centers, and everyone plays somewhere different. Trying to get all your friends to play in the same spot is like wrangling a herd of cats. Alright, Nestcracker's almost down. I'm gonna have to look up the... I'm gonna have to look up the Hidden Fates, though. I definitely want to try them. Oh yeah, Guild Wars was really good for that, I will admit. The Mega Server. At least in 14, you can do group content with people on your data center. I don't know if you can join, like, free companies, but I do know you can join link shells. I don't think I even have a single link pearl. I used to. Got him. Sweet. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to call it here for the day, but thank you so much for coming out. I do appreciate it. Probably no stream tomorrow because it's Thursday. I will try on Friday. I don't know what I'm going to play. If, as always, if people have suggestions, you can leave them in the comments section of the stream. You can hit me up on Twitter at Ragachak or on Twitch, twitch.tv/thebottomtier. Yeah, I sort of do too, Mike. It doesn't really bother me because they don't really seem to mean much to me. I'm going to try and stream on the bottom tier tonight as well. Maybe some more of that Final Fantasy VI hack I was playing. I don't know. I've never really looked into it. If there is, I probably still wouldn't. Especially if it's a hassle. Unless there was some achievement for it. I don't really play Teamfight Tactics. I played a little Dota Underlords because I reviewed it for MMOHuts, which you can read on MMOHuts.com. Gotta get that cheap plug in. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I will be back Friday with something. I don't know what, and I'll be on Twitch tonight on the bottom tier. But I will catch you next time on MMOHuts.